Anne Boleyn said, "No ring, no thing." And next thing you know, she's in history books and headless. In the gilded halls of Tudor England, there was a king, Henry VIII, powerful, impulsive, very into jousting, feasting, and producing male heirs like it was his divine mission. He had a wife, Queen Catherine of Aragon, noble, pious, and unfortunately, in Henry's eyes, too good at giving birth to daughters. One daughter, to be precise, Mary. But Henry wasn't satisfied. Oh no, enter stage left, Anne Boleyn. She wasn't the classic court beauty, but she had something else. Intelligence, wit, charm, and the uncanny ability to say no. Anne wasn't here to be the king's mistress. She wanted the crown, and Henry, obsessed, homeboy was down bad. So what does a king do when his side chick won't settle for side status? He tries to divorce his queen. But wait, this was Catholic Europe in the 1500s. Divorce was more scandalous than TikTok in church. The Pope was like, absolutely not. Problem is, Catherine's nephew was the Holy Roman Emperor, so the Pope wasn't messing with that family drama. Henry, full of I get what I want energy, said, "Fine, I'll make my own church." And thus, the Church of England was born, not from theology or deep spiritual awakening, but from one man's royal thirst. He broke away from Rome, married Anne, and crowned her queen. Victory? Not so fast. Anne gave birth to another daughter, a red-haired, sharp-eyed little girl named Elizabeth. Henry sighed. Anne panicked. The honeymoon phase was over. Kew Palace whispers, scheming courtiers, and royal paranoia. Henry, now bored and bitter, accused Anne of the full medieval trifecta. Adultery, incest, and treason, all likely fabricated. Anne was beheaded. Chop. Just like that. Her only legacy? That little girl. But her little girl never made it to the throne. Instead, Mary did, daughter of Catherine of Aragon, the woman Henry divorced to crown his side chick. The very same daughter King Henry tried to sideline by creating a whole new church, sent away to live in cold, crumbling castles, stripped of her royal title, declared illegitimate, and kept from her mother because the king feared they'd stir up opposition. She became the first woman ever crowned Queen of England. And when she took that throne, she didn't just sit pretty. Oh, no. She turned England into a battlefield of faith. Priests, bishops, Protestants, clergymen worshipping in her father's Church of England burned at the stake. Her reign dripped with the blood of her father's Reformation. So history gave her a name soaked in fire and fury, Bloody Mary. And yet she never marries, not because she couldn't, but because she saw the cost of love at court. Her mother's ghost was a lesson she never forgot. Anne lost her head, sure, but at least she made it to the throne. Our next queen in the shadows? She got the man, the title, and then a one-way ticket to house arrest. Royal love stories? More like toxic situationships with a crown on top. Don't miss this next chapter. Be honest. If a man said, "I broke up with the Pope for you," would you be flattered or filing a restraining order? Asking for Anne Boleyn's ghost?